when you're fighting for your seat and in the best form you've been in for a while. A moment like this is the last thing you want to face, especially when a podium finish is within reach. Now that the dust has settled in Baku, and we've had time to hear the verdict from both the FIA and the drivers involved, let's break down what really happened. Perez made a daring move, overtaking Charles Leclerc for second place as they approached lap 50 of 51. But Leclerc quickly fought back, reclaiming the position and leaving Perez in a vulnerable spot. This was Sainz's opportunity, and he didn't hesitate, swooping in to grab P3 from Perez's grasp. As the drama unfolded out of turn 2 and down the curve straight to turn 3, things got heated. Sainz and Perez made contact, with Sainz appearing to drift into Perez's path. After the race, Sainz offered his take on the incident. "My feeling today is, honestly, I did nothing wrong. I didn't do any erratic manoeuvre, put him against the wall or anything like that. We were just like every other lap, drifting a bit, a tiny little bit towards the left because that's where the racing line is. And we just touched. It is what it is." Perez, on the other hand, initially felt Sainz was fully responsible, expressing his frustration over team radio. However, later he gave a more measured statement. "I felt that exiting turn 2, there was plenty of room between both cars, and within a metre or two we ended up making contact. It's very unfortunate. It all happened so quickly. I think Carlos was trying to follow the toe from Charles as he went to the inside, and that really made things really hard." At the end of the day, it's not just about what the drivers believe. The final say comes from the FIA. Sainz passed Perez after turn 1 and was completely ahead at the apex of turn 2. With a compromised exit by Sainz, Perez pulled to the inside of Sainz. Sainz reported that he was aware of Perez to his inside. Perez, being slightly behind, was in a better position to see the relative location of the cars. But as the two cars approached the wall on the right at the exit of turn 2, they were about 1 metre apart. From this point and throughout the incident, neither driver steered erratically, and indeed, both kept their steering very neutral. The stewards checked the driving line of the drivers on previous laps. Sainz was on, or close to, his normal racing line, which forms a slight angle away from the right-hand wall. From the exit to the point of contact, he moved approximately 1 car width further away from the wall. Perez moved approximately half a car width further away from the same wall, being more parallel to the right-hand wall. It was thus apparent that while ahead and having the right to drive his line, Sainz did move slightly towards a car that he had limited vision of. At the same time, there was nothing unusual about Perez's line, but he could have done more to avoid the car that he had a better view of. In conclusion, the stewards deem this to be a racing incident with neither driver being predominantly at fault and take no further action. Ultimately, these moments define the fine line between racing brilliance and a dramatic collision, but with both drivers having their say and the FIA giving their analysis, where do you stand on this incident? Was it just a racing incident, or should someone shoulder the blame? Let me know in the comments.